Alright, good morning random travelers. Today would be a travel day, and while waiting for the BlaBlaCar, which is in about 20 minutes, I ordered some coffee inside the Victoria Mercado. It was really beautiful inside, so you should, if you're looking for like a place wherein there's like plenty of cafes inside or restaurants or bars, check this out. It's really pretty. And also on our way, we did about a good 15 minutes walk from the apartment to in this area where we're gonna meet our driver. We always notice that there's always a line in this potato chip corner, so we grab one. So hopefully it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be good. So anyway, I'm gonna talk about BlaBlaCar and how we get from our next destination, like from point A to B, like what are the apps that we use. So that's what I'm gonna be talking about for today. But for now, let me enjoy my coffee and I'll talk to you guys later. All right, how was it, babe?
It's real good.
It's really fresh.
Extra crispy.
Really? That's just like
Not
how
too
you
salty.
like it.
Yeah, not too salty. Very oily because it's fresh from the fryer.
Welcome in Madrid, random travelers. So we want to talk to you guys about how we book our transportation. So first app that we use is Google Map. I would go first to my Airbnb, get the direction of the actual address, open in Google Maps, and then plug in my actual location and then my arrival location. And now, if you can see, you have an option. Okay, if I want to take the car, it'll take me about 4 hours. Now you have this train icon. You click that and then it will give you recommendation on how to get there. What I like about Google Maps is that you can actually change your departure date and time. I want to leave February 9 at 9 o'clock in the morning. And you can also do it if you want to be specific on the arrival time and date. So I'll just put departure. And then here you go. It will give you the options of transportation that you can take to get there. Okay, let's choose this one. Basically, it tells you I have to walk 9 minutes from my current location to the train station or the bus station. What I like also is if you click this blue-white icon, the map, it will tell you the direction on how to get to the bus station by walking. And going back there, so it tells you the name of the train station, and then what train to take or what line to take, how many stops before you get out, the name of the train stop that you need to get out to, and then it tells you all the connecting information. It gives you a lot of information if you click on those down arrows, and it tells you also the schedule, like per se this train station leaves every 4 minutes, and all the transfers. The next one that we use is the Rome to Rio. So Rome to Rio, same thing. You put in the difference between Rome to Rio is that you plug in the city that you're coming from and the city that you want to arrive at. So same thing. So we're coming from Cordoba bus station to Madrid station. I want to leave tomorrow. I put search. And what I like about Rome to Rio is it will give you an approximate amount of how much the train will cost versus the bus, versus driving, and versus flying. Train can get you there faster, but it is expensive. Bus might be longer, but it's cheaper. So per se, if I want to take the train, it will really give you good information, what train station to take, and the time, the name of the operators of the train. With this one though, you have to be very, very mindful with how often the train leaves, what time will they arrive, especially if you have a transfer. You want to make sure that you catch the next train. If you click the bus, it will also give you an information of the name of the bus. So per se here, it's Alsa. So it will tell you that with bus, it'll take about 5 hours and 20 minutes, and there's only once a day departure and the approximate price. And then it also tells you the stops and what bus station it will arrive at. We don't really book through Rome to Rio. If we know the bus operator's name, then we go to their actual website. And then this last one, Eric actually found out about this Omio. So same thing, you want to plug in the location that you want to depart, and the location that you want to arrive, and then the date. Okay, and actually it's very, very detailed as well. It tells you if you want to take the train, it will give you the price, the schedule, and the operator's name. So that's really, really good. And then over here, it will give you an option if you want to take the bus. And here it is. So now, as you can see, there's a BlaBlaCar. Okay, so with the BlaBlaCar, same thing. You put in you're leaving from Madrid, and then going to Toledo, because we're planning to go to Toledo for a day trip. Not today, let's say tomorrow. And there's 2 of us leaving. So here's the option. So this price is already for 2 person. And also look at the review. Like Sylvia has 4.9, Hector has 5, and these are the time that they will leave. So per se, this is a good one at 7 o'clock. And there it is. Total for 2 passengers, only €8.50. And you can also contact them, like, you know, in Uber app, you can actually email them or message them if you have any question, or if you want to request if it's possible to pick you up at this specific bus station or train station because it's more closer to you, or ask them if they can drop you off to a specific location if that's possible. So yeah, that's how you do the BlaBlaCar. This is how we do our transportation here in Spain. We've been basically using bus, you know, to travel from one city to the next. We've tried Alsa, we've tried Ready Expresso.
Ready Expresso.
So with the BlaBla, it's really cheaper compared to the bus, but
A lot cheaper.
yes, but just because we're like, I don't know how safe it is, so we just keep on like brushing it off to the side, and we just always use the bus since we've tried Alsa. Their, you know, their bus is their bus is really clean, you know, aircon, and their bus station are really nice. So we'd always, you know, pick bus. Train, because they're expensive, that's the only reason why we're trying to not use train, even though they're really the fastest way to go to a new city, but it's more of like the budget. So we were like, you know what, so I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and and check out this BlaBlaCar. I did my research, okay, so just to make sure that it's safe. Of course, we read reviews and stuff like that, and then I've come across this review saying that, you know, it's safe and it's a cheaper way and legit way to go from one city to the next here within Europe. So you're gonna meet up at one point, and then they already have a set point of where they want to drop you off.
Most of the time, he said it'll be like at a station.
This is our first experience, and we really have a very, very good experience, right?
Yeah. Victor was great.
Yeah, but that's why it's very important to read the reviews as well, because he had a good reviews, and the time that he's available is the time that really works for us, because what we've noticed, most of the time available is like leaving in the evening time, and you'll get here at night.
Well, it could just be us going to Cordoba to Madrid. It may not be like that to most other cities.
Basically, he works in Cordoba, but he's really mainly here from Madrid, so that's why whenever it's time for him to go home, then he would plug in his schedule that he's available for somebody to carpool with him. And so yeah, we had a good conversation with him.
Yeah, it's a local guy from Spain, born and raised. He's a firefighter, so it was real nice. Telling us all the stories as a firefighter, and giving us all the tips and advice on his city.
Yeah, he's the one who told us to if we're gonna be riding metros to grab the metro card and then just buy the multiple tickets, or like 10 tickets. Cheaper that way rather than paying for one way each. That card cost us like 20
something.
Yeah, so
that's 10.
And we don't have to buy one card each.
You can share the same card.
So yeah, it's a good way also of like meeting local people and get their recommendations. So yeah, it was a 4-hour straight drive, but it didn't really seem like 4 hours because we were
really chatting it up with him, sharing a lot of stories, and he's a traveler for sure. Been to many countries. He said,
yes,
right?
Here in Europe, yeah.
And he believes what we believe, like travel while you can, while you're young, before it's too late. So he was just sharing all that, and yeah, it was great that he was on the same page as us.
Yes, and especially because he's a firefighter, so he see people's life change because of an accident.
You see many people die too, bro.
Yeah, so he was saying that as when you can do the things that you love, because you don't know if we're gonna be here tomorrow, which is really true.
He even dropped us off a lot closer instead of the initial drop off. He actually dropped us off closer to our Airbnb.
Yeah, that's what he said. Like the good thing about BlaBla is like the flexibility, because if your driver is willing, they can actually drop you off to an area wherein it's gonna be much more easier for you, which he basically did to us. And he was telling us like the lines and everything, like what line of the metro to take. So that was pretty good. We are so surprised how beautiful this accommodation is, how well equipped it is with everything.
Very clean too.
Yeah, very clean. They have a gym. They have a common room. They have a kitchen table.
Laundry too.
Yeah, and then they have a complete laundry, washer and dryer, because most Airbnb, they would say, oh, we have a laundry, but it's really only the washer, no dryer. So we still ended up going to like a laundry place. Yeah, highly recommend this place. Like,
cheap too, huh?
Yeah, and then our room is really, beautiful. We have our own private bathroom. Yeah, and then we did our grocery. Like, it's been like our routine. We go grab some grocery. It keeps us from eating out all the time. A good start here in Madrid. And I already booked our walking tour tomorrow. So we have a walking tour at 11 a.m. Let's learn the history of Madrid together. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.